And good evening, folks, and welcome to our continuing coverage. It's Swiss Week 2 here of the 2025 Zelda Randomizer Tournament here on SpeedGaming 2. Tonight, we've got an 0-1 matchup between Paratroopa1 and Adirondackrick. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Joining me on the commentary today, Moon Risen Phoenix. Great to have you here in the commentators booth today. So we've got two runners here, week number 2, trying to get their first win of the Swiss rounds.
Absolutely, Laws. Great to see you. Runners should be getting underway very shortly. But again, one of these runners, I got the pleasure of watching the race, and just one mistake can get you down here at the 0-1s.
Absolutely. That's going to happen sometimes. You have a very close battle between two prestiged racers here, and all it takes is that one little mistake. It may not seem like a big mistake, when you see it live on the stream, but every little mistake can be the determining factor of whether or not you're going to win your race against your opponent. So again, both these runners looking to get their first win. For those of you who have not seen this tournament yet, a little bit of a different flag set than what you're accustomed to seeing. To get to level 9, you need somewhere between 5 and 8 Triforce pieces, which means if you think you are trailing behind your opponent here, you may hit that Gamblematic 9000 and make your way to level 9 in the hopes that your silver arrows or whatever you need are in there. But keep in mind that important items can never be in level 9.
That's right. So the silvers can be in level 9, but the bow will certainly not. And oh my goodness, Lionel's and Darknuts. And Rick finds level 2 very early at 1Q3.
Yep, so he's going to take the look to see if he can do anything here. We got a push block, but combat is required, so Rick will have to come back once he's got either a candle or a sword. But by the looks of things, this appears to probably be a segmented level 2.
And no pirouette on the north door, so...
So we find our take any's. Paratroopa sees that one of them does take you to Death Mountain. That's always good.
So you've got Western Death Mountain for one of them, and Para's going to take this chance to take a look at the Grave Armos.
Yep, see if we have our Armos item here. We'll take a look. It's one of the first 2 Armos. Adirondackrick checking the second forgotten spot. That's a potion shop, so nothing really doing there. And it is the ladder. What a find already for Paratroopa.
Beautiful finds. Less than 70 seconds into the race.
So we can get our ladder item off the coast. We also find level 7, but because we have no items, Paratroopa will just back out, and we'll see what Para decides to do now. Going to take a different route. He's going to head for the potion shop. He's going to check, let's see. Yeah, he's going to check the shop here and the Blue Ring Armos location, but this is nasty. We got a lot of dark nuts here. 240 is our price of the blue ring, so a little bit of a price break on that. Rick is now in the graveyard. The Q2 stone has our wood sword. Huge find for Rick.
Absolutely, and Rick is on the way to find a ladder. Not that he knows it, but
We'll take a look here. Nope.
If I'm Para, I'm looking at the East Coast. That's another free item. I would go right for it.
Meanwhile, Rick is going to check 1Q6 here and finds another potion shop. Paratroopa is heading to Monocle Rock. No bombs, so we won't know if that bombs or not. We are dealing with a mixed first quest overworld, so some of your second quest checks will be there and some won't be. Wood arrows rolled down a little bit at 77 rupees. Rick, as long as he doesn't take a death here, he will get his ladder. He sees where it is, makes the grab, and now he's got the ladder on the board.
East Forest Armos checked on Para's side. It's a secret.
He backed out accidentally. Hello, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. That is a Laws approved number.
Absolutely right. I was about to ask if we were going to see something LOZ approved tonight. Apparently we are.
Yeah, that's back-to-back races I've called that has had a Laws approved large. Then Paratroopa finds a take any, will pick up the heart container, now has a 1 in 3 chance of picking up the white sword item if they can find it. Rick has found the Triforce here in level 7, but is going to be looking for items here. Now, remember, even though hearts are not in the shuffle, the location of the hearts are shuffled. So it may be on the floor and it may be in the staircase. We also find that we have a nice price on that bomb upgrade, 82 rupees. So we may see our runners make a play for that. Paratroopa finds the recorder as our item on the coast, is able to pick it up before they take the death back to start. Rick gets their Triforce out of level 7 as the first one on the board in that category.
Now, a thing to note here is that Rick will also know that the coast item is up for grabs, and that recorder is going to set up a little bit of a combo play. Because
Absolutely.
you're going to be able to go right back to 70 if you want to ever look for another item.
Paratroopa has found level 2 as well, but again, like Rick, no combat, so won't be able to take down the ropes. There was a question in chat involving the book. Yes, the book is our translator. It does not act as an atlas, though, not in this tournament. Just acts as the translator. So if you want to understand what the Hylians are saying, and if you want to purchase hints, you must have the book. And of course, all of our hints are helpful hints. Paratroopa heading near Vanilla Start, checking the door here, which I think, was that the door per penalty?
Nope, that was a hint.
Okay, so that has to do with either the white sword's item or the location of the magical sword. 16, it looks like, was our door per penalty. We saw one of those earlier. Here's Vanilla Start, and price of candles is standard at 60 rupees, but we do have a 50% markup on bombs, 30 rupees a pack.
I mean, you won't complain about the 60 rupee candle, especially with extra candles not on this flag set.
That's correct. So you have to find the candle shop, and if it's the rare shop, you better find it or hope that you find the red candle first. Here's Paratroopa's second Take Any Cave. We'll pick up the heart container. Now has a 2 in 3 chance of picking up the white sword item.
Also, the entire idea of dying is not good and living is good. So 5 hearts this early, you're happy.
Yeah, not too bad. Rick finds his first bonus cave. We'll pick up that heart container, up to 4 hearts now. Paratroopa on their way to vanilla level 1, perhaps checking Candle Row on the way as well. And ends up finding that's a door per penalty, minus 16 there, so down to 31 rupees. Rick trying to get to the vanilla level 2 location, but it is heavily guarded by these blue Lionels that roll 6 HP is your base. I think they rolled up. It feels like they rolled up to me.
We'll see Northwest Candle Row yields the gold mine. That is level 1.
Yeah, they rolled up to 7 HP, and we do find a heart container on the floor. Paratroopa is able to grab it from that Patra. That's going to guarantee us the white sword item. Rick finds 31 rupees as the buried treasure here at the Recorder Lake, where you would find level, I believe, 3 in second quest.
Level 3 in second quest, level 2 in first quest.
Yep, so 31, a little bit below the mean value of 32.5, but it is still above the vanilla amount, so we will take that. Rick finds that big, large secret for 123.
Nothing wrong with that. Rick will need to head to Vanilla Start, however, to pick up that candle.
Yep, that's correct. Checking the Armo spot here, finds the discount on the wood arrows, and we'll make that purchase.
I love this play because you've got rupees. You better spend them before those door repair penalties take them all up.
Yeah, right you are there, Phoenix. Now can bomb some spots here. We find a nice discount, 20% on the cheap bait to 48 rupees. Paratroopa, meanwhile, has found level 3. Monocle Rock does break for Rick, but that is unfortunately a door per penalty, taking him down to 61.
Though the Desert Shop, which is where Para found level 3, is nearby.
Ooh, the recorder spot does unlock, and that is one of the take any's.
Good old Laney Roads. So that was number 3.
Yep, that is 3. We've not seen all 4 of the any roads just yet. We saw that one, so if there's one on the bottom right corner, I might give this a very favorable grade. Oh, hey!
Not bad at all.
I'd say A. Definitely an A. These are some of the better any roads I've seen because they take you to pretty much all 4 corners. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Meanwhile, Para finds level 6, also recorder blocked.
Ooh, so that's very nice. Yes, I see some people talking about it in chat. Yes, spring training games have already started. It's hard to believe. Time flies when you're having fun. Nice screen scroll there for Rick to get to the fairy fountain there, because it looks like he's going to check Recorder Lake to see if that's accessible. Oh, wait, they blend. No, this is the one near the forest. That's not Recorder Lake. But we will see if that is accessible. Paratroopa is near.
Meanwhile, we've got Rick into level 3. Para finds level 4 almost at the same time.
Yep, that was at start. It was Candle Block. So Rick now here in level 3. This is as the Gorilla set, as you can see, because he's playing as the Gorilla sprite. All of the Gorillas are Links. And if you were to play as another one of Ganon's minions, say Dark Nut or Wizrobes, then those would become Link as well.
Para with another medium secret at the branch of the Dead Woods, as I call it. Rick got teleported right back to start.
Yep, you got grabbed by a wall master. You hate to see that. Paratroopa can't afford the wood arrows. Now he is going to check Recorder Lake. And this is a quadruple segmented level 3. Holy smokes, look at that shape.
That's certainly a thing.
Oh, drainage fee. Paratroopa loses 16 rupees. Okay, that is an airplane firing shots and dropping bombs. That's what that is. I feel like I'm playing combat again for the Atari 2600.
Oh my goodness, going back several years there in gaming. Oh boy, this is a room.
Yeah, the lag is crazy. I mean, and then you have blue gorillas. They did roll down. Nice fairy explosion there for Rick. They did roll down because they normally have 5 HP and they go down to a single bomb. So that's not too shabby. And it's going to take Rick to, I would imagine, one of those segments. Yep. And Rick is like, nope.
Not yet. Well, maybe. Because this could send you practically anywhere. Para now with the wooden sword at 10 minutes, 25 seconds in.
Yep, and looking where it took Rick, he's going to bomb down, and this is a push block room chance.
It is, and, well, it could also send him to another one of the segments.
Yeah, likely it's going to, would be my guess. Yep, nice block clip. Yeah, very nice clip to push that block to the north like that. Yep, that'll take him to either the 2-room segment or that 1-room segment, the old stealth staircase, the other 2-room segment. So heading to the left right now, and that's a dead end because this cannot push.
It's a dead end, but what's here?
If anything.
I mean, I can understand Rick's got to be a little frustrated because this is going to be somewhere around the lines of 50
Uh-oh. Yeah, you can't be petting the bunnies. I know he's got his county fair cuties that he likes to talk about, but every time you get hit, it's 2 hearts of damage, and one more hit, he's down for the count. So he really needs to stand his ground. Oh, that was close. Oh, boy. You got to be careful here because he's going to lose all of his progress if he doesn't lock this room in place. Oh, boy, that bunny got real close to him, and they're dropping nothing, so he still has to be careful here.
So far, so good.
One more to go. They are just dropping nothing. Not even a rupee. I know they're in the money dropping group. Paratroopa, meanwhile, level 2. There's art, and it's a bust. That's a red herring if I've ever saw one, Phoenix. Good combat, though.
Yeah, hey, it's going to be good for the mental game, if nothing else.
Oh, absolutely. It would have been real frustrating if he would have taken a death there. Meanwhile, Paratroopa, yep, as we suspected, it is a segmented level 2. How many segments? We will not find out as Paratroopa backs out. I'm kind of surprised he backed out. I mean, I can see why, because Dig Doggers do 2 hearts of damage, but could have attacked it with that recorder, but he may be going after bombs.
Yeah, she's not going... I mean, I don't blame her, really. I mean, 6 hearts, wood sword, you've got no bombs, you're on your own, and Dig Dogger is, depending if you've got 1 or 3 segments, that could be trouble.
Oh, absolutely. She's definitely making a calculated decision based off of that, so certainly don't blame her, as you had mentioned there, Phoenix. Rick is going to go north, and look at that, back-to-back rooms with diamond staircases. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, what's it going to be? Fix that one, and then like, nope. Check the other one.
I think Rick actually went through this one previously.
I think you may be right.
But he does need to kill the Pulse voice in here because they might drop something.
Well, they gave him a heart, so he does have one hit to play with. Paratroopa, by the way, did find the letter, so we'll be able to check potion prices. 2Q7 does burn, but that is a door per penalty.
Of course. And another bust for Rick.
Yep, nothing. He's not finding anything here, so he's going to take this staircase. That does have our item, and this is Silver's.
Oh, my goodness. Right there in the lobby.
Right there in front of him. He could have had it so much earlier, but is what it is. Paratroopa found a small secret, which rolled up to 11, so all of our secrets rolled above average. Big money seed.
All right, so this could be big for Para right here. And, oh, okay, no, this is not the Triforce room. The Triforce room is the one next to it.
Yeah, bomb to the right here. Yep, that is fine. And what does Rick have to take down to get the Triforce? Nothing! Just needs to get past these gorillas, and we'll have the Triforce. Nice grab.
Nicely done, and Ronic Rick now takes a 2-0 lead.
Yep, 2 Triforce pieces, plus he does have the silver arrows. Paratroopa will get the silver arrows in level 3 as well. And, you know, if Paratroopa makes the right decision here, can really shave a lot of time on Rick's lead.
However, those Pulse voices did roll up, I believe, and those fireballs are giving her some trouble.
Yeah, I believe, 10 HP is the base of... Oh, picked off by the Beamos right as she took down the last Pulse voice. Back to start she goes, and the room is reset.
And it wasn't saved, so it's right back to start.
Yep.
And, oof.
Yep. Do it again.
Yep, and this is where the mental game may come into play.
Oh, certainly. Rick, meanwhile, is now in level 6, and good news, the Vires did not roll up. They go down in a single bomb. We'll see if this is the item or the transport. It's the item. It is a heart container, so that may or may not be the heart container that is part of the shuffle, but it's likely your floor heart that you would normally see. So you're going to have to full clear this room, potentially, to find that item. And this is where you see these runners might take a risk here. Level 6 tends to be really big in this flag set.
Para takes the first staircase, and she is rewarded in a big way. There's your silvers.
Yeah, so she is going to gain some time on Rick, but she still has to find the Triforce, or she can pass on it, of course.
If the compass is in this room, then Para can go right to it.
That is a lot of rooms. That's 35 rooms. That is definitely above average for a level 6.
Para sees the Triforce and says, I'm going to keep looking.
Gonna look for a heart container. Okay, so gonna look to try to get a heart here, which we didn't see on Rick's side. Or might be looking for keys as well. That's a possibility too.
Oh, but gets a little too close to that Pulse voice, and it's set back to start.
Yep, so that's another setback right there. Speaking of Pulse voices, more on Rick's side.
That's when you wish you had the bow already, so you can knock these down in one hit rather than 10.
Yeah, absolutely. These are definitely not the worst fight in the world, but they can be very devious just because of their movement. And Rick is going to try to set up the Kanana key here. Got it! And is going to get a free key in the process, too. Wow, very nicely done. Paratroopa gets their Triforce, and that was, even with the couple of deaths that she took, that was still a faster level 3 than what Rick had. So, gonna gain some time back on Rick, but I'd say Rick still has the lead at the moment.
I would agree with you, and not just via the Triforce count. Looks like Para might be considering a dive into 6.
Yep, that's where Rick is right now, and Rick is dealing with 5 more of these Pulse voices, and his combat is really being tested today. As Rick is like, you know what? I've changed my mind. I've had enough of these Pulse voices. Get me a different room. Paratroopa has found the second secret, which is also in the forest. So that is 2 of our 3 large secrets down. 7 mediums and 4 smalls are in play with 9 door repair penalties.
And we've gotten quite a few of those door repair penalties so far.
Yep. So, you know, if you want to see them, you want to see them when you're broke. Yes, Pole's voices are not affected by bombs. You can use the wand, but you have to get up close with them, or you need arrows. And it doesn't matter if they're wooden or silver, either can take them down in one shot.
Meanwhile, Rick gets the Gorillas were a little sneaky this time, and they'll send Rick back to start.
Yep, Paratroopa is going to check recorder leg again. This is where we had a medium secret on Rick's side, so that's another 31. Paratroopa getting close to blue ring money, and you might want to consider that purchase. Considering this is a big money seed, we may see these runners purchase that, especially with the kind of overworld and dungeons that we've seen with nothing but Pole's voices. Bo is going to be key here for sure.
Oh, and Rick, the sniper crew strikes again.
And this is where a Paratroopa could start to gain some time back on Rick here. Rick having some problems here with the combat in level 6. I mean, when you only have 5 hearts and 1 sword and no ring, and you're dealing with nothing but Pole's voices, it's gonna be a tough time. Checking level 8 spot. So both burn bushes are accessible, but that's another door repair penalty. I think they were both door repair penalties.
I believe you're right. Yeah, I remember earlier on the first one was you mentioned.
Oh shoot! But well, the good news is those red gorillas, the orange gorillas, rolled down to 1 HP because they're only 3.
And they're your bomb droppers. So
yeah, that is really good news.
Could be major. Rick hoping for a better enemy roll and might have gotten it.
We got to be careful though. Down to 1.5 hearts. Nice kill there. Does get a key for his efforts.
I mean, we've seen a lot worse, and
Rick was checking to see if it bombed to the right. No,
not yet. Seaside for Para, not yet.
Rick wants no more part of this level 6. I mean, I don't blame him. He spent a good chunk of time. He was hoping to find the item. Maybe the Triforce found neither, so he's going to take his business elsewhere. We'll see if level 6 comes back to play later on. That's why we want to find that book. Of course, for all we know, book could be in level 9. So speaking of which, there's your hints in Vanilla level 1's location as Paratroopa. She finds her 3rd bonus cave as she's nearing the casino here in the overworld.
That hint shop, not cheap, though. 132 rupees for the trio.
Oh, yeah, Paratroopa was trying to brute force their way to that screen and paid the price. Back to start she goes again.
And that is a significant time loss. That's halfway across the world.
There is such thing as boomstick flags. We have a question in chat about that, where if the boomstick were in play, the book would actually be in a shop replacing the most expensive large shield. That large shield would then be in the item shuffle, but we are not dealing with the boomstick flags here in this tournament. There's the candle that Rick will now be able to purchase.
I think this is the only candle shop we've seen so far.
I agree. I don't think we've seen any other candle shops here in this overworld. As Rick is going to find his bonus cave. He's now guaranteed the white sword item if we can find it. Paratroopa now going to briefly look at level 4 and back out. Or trying to pirouette. She's going to pirouette. Let's take a look. Nope.
Interesting. Rick, I don't think you can consider a level 7 dig here. I mean, it was an early Triforce, but I don't know if you consider it right now.
Well, there's a manhandler that Paratroopa wants no part of. She's going to try to find a workaround. We've got a maze room. Let's see if this block pushes. It does. If this is not segmented, then this is going to be an item of some sort. But it is a segmented level 4. Oh, Rick has this goofy Patra to deal with here in level 1.
Yep, the Spiral Patra probably just wants it out of the way of the door, but Patra is... oh, there we go.
There's the breakaway, yep. So this is a segment to level 4, and there's our wooden boomerang right on the floor. Is this even randomized, Phoenix?
Right. I was thinking the same thing. And is this segmented as well?
Could be. We've seen nothing but segmented dungeons here. 6 is not segmented. 1 segmented. It is.
Yes.
Holy smokes.
Oh my goodness.
This has been disgusting. 1, 2, 3, and 4 have all been segmented so far.
And look at this.
Ooh, it's at least triple segmented in level 4 on Paratroopa side. I want to see these maps, and I don't care if we don't see them. Somebody needs to send me these maps. I want to look at them. Is this quad?
1.
It's just double. Okay, it's just a regular segmented dungeon.
It still looks ugly.
Yes.
But let's be fair about this.
I mean, 14 rooms to boot as well. Do we have a quad segmented level 4? We're going to check this mall dorm here in a moment. Does it push? It does push. Come on, quad segment 4. Nope.
No.
Red candle.
Red candle.
All right. Well, it was candle block, so you needed the blue candle to get the red candle. Paratroopa will go ahead and pick it up here in 4. Rick finds the power bracelet here in level 1.
That is not insignificant, rather, because that could be hiding another level.
Yeah, Brewers fan mentioning that, yes, Fred recently did an algorithm change. I don't think it applies to this flag set, but there's going to be probably in the near future in a tournament where your dungeon size is going to be quite variable for every single level. So you could have a level 1 that's 40 rooms.
That's right. Oh, hello, Wizrobes. Are you guarding something today?
Oh, we got Wizrobes here in level 1. So our first appearance of Uncle Wizzy's clubhouse here, and at least it's just the orange ones, but you still got to be careful. It's 4 hearts of damage without any jewelry.
Absolutely. What we call the Hyrule Driver around here.
That's absolutely right. Or the Zelda hug. Well, it's going to be a Zelda hug in Rick's case because he's not going to be taking on Ganon when we get to level 9. He's going to be taking on Zelda, rescuing Ganon.
Absolutely right. That is what happens when you've got an enemy as your sprite. Meanwhile, Rick takes the Triforce in level 1, found 1 of the 2 items, but
found them both.
Problem.
Found them both. Yes, it was the wooden boomerang and the power bracelet. Rick, no, that was an accident. He didn't want to go back.
That's right. Yeah, look, with the wooden boomerang and what it does, it's easy to forget the darn thing.
Of course. I mean, we got 2 boomerangs. You got the wooden boomerang and the magical boomerang. They will stun most of your enemies. If the HP rolled to 0, you could take them down. So if Octoroks, let's say, rolled down, you could take them out with a boomerang. The only difference between the 2 is that is your range. The wooden travels shorter, easier to control. The magical boomerang can go the entirety across the screen, but it is a little bit more difficult to control.
Yep. And Rick looks like he's going to look north of level 1. Doesn't even bomb. So nope. Never mind that one.
He's going to screen scroll to get to the forgotten spot here. Paratroopa finds that the casino alley is a bust. Nothing here. Nice bomb there of the Lionel. Let's see if there's anything here. That's the final take any cave. Rick now up to 8 hearts. So we've seen all 4 now.
And that's just 2 hearts away from magical sword eligibility, so not something Rick's gonna complain about.
Yeah, we have not seen level 5, we've not seen level 8, we have not seen level 9 yet, and some, if not all of those levels, might be blocked by some means, whether it's the recorder, the power bracelet, or potentially the raft.
Goodness, another raft blocked the seat there.
That's my favorite. Rick finds the blue ring shop, but doesn't have nearly the cash to get that blue ring, which would double his defense. Paratroopa now going to take their crack at level 6.
Meanwhile, Rick is going to find 4 relatively shortly. It's right here at the start screen.
Yep, we were able to find the candle. Paratroopa was not able to find the Triforce, though, so we'll see if Rick manages better luck. Only 1 bomb. 1 bomb's all you need, but Rick wants no part of that manhandle, and I certainly don't blame him.
I mean, you're taking a bit of a gamble. Item at 6, there's the heart container in the staircase. Level 6 is a floor item.
Correct. We did see that on Rick's side earlier. Rick's about to find out that this is another segmented dungeon. This is at least a triple segmented level 4.
I still want to see the map.
I do too, but you know what that means, and I say this a lot on commentary. Every time there's a dungeon we want to see the map on, we never see it.
That's true.
We'll see if that ends up being the case here for Rick. Yeah, Rick's going to see that this is a triple segmented level 4. We'll see if he takes this staircase. He does. So if he... No, he changed his mind. No, he changed his mind again. Hey, you got to be decisive, Rick. There's the map for level 6. We had seen that on Rick's side. It is not a segmented level 6, but it does have 35 rooms, and oof. Those gorillas, got to be careful.
Yep, the apprentice sniper crew getting...
Speaking of snipe, the boomerang failed to snipe the keys, and the keys sniped Rick. Go figure.
Oh, goodness. And the... well, this is where the red candle was, if I remember correctly.
That's right. Yep, these mall dorms are what guarded the red candle, and Rick might pick that up considering we're still on wood sword, and Rick will go ahead and do that. So the difference between the two candles. So the blue candle, you can only fire it once on the screen you're on. If you want to use it again, you have to go to another screen. The red candle, you can use it as many times as you want, but just keep in mind, only 2 shots on the screen at any time.
That's another nickel. Rick still doesn't want to spend that bomb, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, I think that's why Paratroopa also ducked out of level 4 was resource. So, resource management is always a key proposition here, and Rick still wants no part of that manhandle, and I still don't blame him.
I mean, especially with wood sword and green tunic. You miss that bomb, you're in trouble.
You're out of luck at that point. Yeah, but luckily there is a workaround to that manhandler, but I don't know if it's going to lead to much. And we got a couple of ropes, and hey, there's a fairy, which... there it is. There's the heart for Rick. So now up to 9 hearts.
It's a nice number right now. Rick tries it and gets the bullseye for the bomb pack.
Wow. One shot, 1 strike. That is like Pete Weber coming up in the 2012 U.S. Open with the strike to win it. What a shot for Rick.
Absolutely. And that bomb pack is not going to go unappreciated, I can assure you.
Yep, now Rick's going to try for level 2. Again, this is a segmented dungeon also, so Rick will take care of these ropes. We'll take the staircase, and we'll see if he's able to find that item in level 2. He would love to see that bow.
That bow would be critical right now, especially with how many pulse voice we've seen.
Oh, for sure. Now, decision time for Rick. So he's able to bomb down. Okay, going to use the recorder. Is this triple? Nope, it's 1. So he's going to go for the sword technique here. Got to be careful. It's 2 hearts every time you get hit.
You can take 1 hit, but on the second one, the Spikey's going to send you back to start.
Yep. And it requires 8 hits, I believe, with wood sword. 1 more he needs. Unless, oh no, they're a regular enemy. They rolled up 1 plus 1. They count. They count. All right, just a double segmented level 2, and that is required because that's where all of this dungeon is. Oh, Paratroopa finds a mugger room. We didn't see that on Rick's side. Anywhere between 1 and 3 mugger rooms where you have to give up either a heart container or bombs or rupees or keys. Your decision is 1 heart or 1 bomb from your maximum capacity.
That spiky kill is going to give Rick access to a lot more of this dungeon.
Oh, a Paratroopa found the book. I guess that was the item in level 6, so that could be huge for Paratroopa.
It could, depending on what the hints say.
Yeah, if the hints, especially if there's a hint regarding that bow, this could really swing the race in her favor.
I agree with that one. Let's see, though. That is.
Oh, that's the any key. That's the any key that Pancake's got.
Oh my! Wow! That is a huge find for Rick.
And he's got it. Unfortunately, he's also got a mouthful of pancakes to deal with. That's 1 heart of damage, so we're gonna have to be careful here. This is where that red candle comes into use. Yeah, somebody else pointed out in the chat, Rick could have used the boomerang to stun that Dig Dogger segment to make the fight a little bit easier, but chose not to.
And the pancakes being...
Oh, that was smart. You know what Rick was doing? He stayed inside that pancake, continuing to fire shots at other not pulls voices, but likes, so that he wouldn't take further damage. That was a smart play right there.
Absolutely right. Uh-oh. Speaking of rough rooms, this is not an easy one.
No, I mean, the Moldorms aren't that bad. It's the BMOs here. He can look at it. He's got a half a heart. That's a Triforce! What a clutch kill there for Rick. Meanwhile, Paratroopa in level 1 also having to do with this pesky Patra. Remember, she got the heart container earlier, and is she gonna burn it? Burn that ring. Oh, she's gonna grab it.
She grabbed it instead.
I thought she was gonna burn it. I really thought she was gonna burn it there.
I thought so too.
But both of our runners do have the wooden boomerang. Rick gonna check to see if this is a recorder spot. It is not. And by the way, the tornado will take you to the new dungeons, I believe, right?
I'm not entirely sure, but I'll defer to your judgment on that one.
Yeah, I believe rather than teleporting you to the vanilla spots like it sometimes does, I believe it will teleport you to completed dungeons that are of this particular seed, not their vanilla locations.
Yes, I believe I can confirm that one.
All right, here's the map for level 1. We had seen that on Rick's side. Rick gets a medium secret. You'd normally find a large secret there, so close to vanilla, but not quite. Okay, Rick's going to check Recorder Lake. Unfortunately, he is going to be penalized with the drainage fee.
So, dungeons we haven't seen so far, I think we're down to 8 and 9.
Correct, and we are still missing our bow. And right now, from what we have seen, it's going to be in 5, 7, or 8 at this point. And 8 seems to be your best bet with 2 items. However, there's another thing we haven't seen yet. The white sword item. That, too, could be the bow.
You're right about that. And wouldn't that be something if it was?
Yeah, we still haven't found level 9, and this could be one of those chain reaction seeds. And this could be a raft block level 9. I mean, we still haven't discovered everything. I mean, there's still a lot of Death Mountain we haven't seen yet, but we haven't found level 9 yet. We're now 35 minutes in. It kind of makes you wonder. That raft could be in play.
But I don't believe we've seen Western Debt Mountain.
No, it very well could be there, but he's check. Okay, so it was not the rare shop. Your blue candle was not the rare shop tonight.
Oh, but Rick says, "Hey, if you need bombs, you need bombs. 30 rupees, I'll grab the pack anyway."
Yeah, I don't blame him because Rick, there's level 8. So level 8 has been found near vanilla level 6 as Paratroopa grabs the Triforce out of level 1, taking her up to 2. Anybody's game still. This may look like a good sized lead for Rick, but it is anybody's game because right now the bow is the determining factor because we need to find it to defeat Ganon, or in Rick's case, Zelda. And again, it could be in 8, could be in 7, could be in 5, or it could be our white sword item.
And it looks like Western Debt Mountain is the next play.
Yeah, it looks like that's what Rick is doing, but gonna have to be careful. That's why he chose the bombs. He wants to bomb as many of these spots as he possibly can. The raft is our white sword item, and that may not be insignificant. It could gain us access to level 9. It could gain us access to a level that has our bow. It could be one of your chain reaction seeds.
Now, Rick, with that, has access to the entirety of Hyrule, so he's going to find level 9 eventually.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to find it eventually. It's just a matter of when and where. But meanwhile, Paratroopa has gotten another heart container and now does have a 20% chance of that magical sword. Now, we don't know where the magical sword is, but you need anywhere between 10 and 14 hearts to pick it up. 2Q9 does not bomb.
And Rick, for a moment there, was wondering if he hit the spot. He did.
He did. Yep.
Oh,
that one he did. That he missed. Yes, he did. That's another potion shot. Now, he does not have the letter. Paratroopa does, and now Paratroopa is going to make their play to level 7.
Nothing there either, but there's only one spot left and only one bomb left.
He'll nail that spot. Yep, he's got it.
Yeah.
No.
It's hard to miss that.
Nice drop. All right.
Absolutely, and door repair. So Western Debt Mountain, bit of a bust.
Paratroopa not going to buy the bomb upgrade. She's very close to blue ring money, so she may be looking at that.
Entirely possible. I think Rick is going to make the play to East Debt Mountain now.
Yeah, to 1Q9, the potion shop, and some other spots as well. I mean, it definitely makes sense considering what he's already done so far in Death Mountain. You know, you want to leave no stone unturned, as they say.
Indeed. So one of the connector spots doesn't bomb. Paratroopa versus Dig Dogger, and
That's 3 segments. See, this is where you could use that boomerang. There's level 5 for Rick.
that's at the connector. So, and Rick wants it.
All right,
Under
Rick
the
is
Dig
going to play.
Dogger
Mm-hmm.
map of 7.
Oh.
Another segmented.
Wow, that is 4, or that is 5 out of 6 so far that we've seen that has been segmented. That is absolutely crazy here. And we've got our stealth staircase on that bottom left, that little one-room segment that's probably going to have nothing.
More than likely going to have nothing, really.
Oh, yeah. Now, Rick changed his mind about level 5. I think he wants to keep exploring to see if he can find level 9 first. And I don't blame him for this. I mean, you know, he's got the resources now. Rather check now than be sorry later. So let's see if he can find level 9. He does.
There it is.
Wow.
At the arrow. How many Triforces do we need?
Let's find out how many Triforces we need. 7 out of 8. Woo! So we're going to have some work to do.
And Rick up in A's, and yeah, that's all the dungeons. That raft is firewood.
Absolutely. That raft is useless. So if you were hoping for a raft required seed, rip. Well, rip to me because I wanted to be raft required. Oh, well.
Oh, look, that's an interesting hint there for a Para.
That's a very big hint for Para because now she knows the vicinity where level 9 is. It's somewhere in Death Mountain.
However, she doesn't have the information about 5 and 8 yet.
No.
And she's going to not that she knows this yet.
Another
Rick with
strike.
another bullseye.
Woo!
And
He's got the double. And
and-
it is a triple.
Yep, that's ugly. And actually, goodness, that did Rick find a compass in 4? I think he did.
I don't think he did.
But
He's out of bombs anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so Paratroopa did change their mind, did purchase the bomb upgrade, and it did give us only +3. To be expected. It seems to happen a lot when you get a discount. You also get a discount on the number of bombs you get.
You get what you pay for. As they
That's
say.
right.
Is this the item in level 7? Nope, not yet. And this
Nope.
could be the
It could be the one-off. Let's take a look. Rick's going to go back to level 5. It is not the one-off, so the other transport staircase is the one-off. Okay, so right now we are trying to look for the staircase item, which may be a heart container or it may not be a heart container. Paratroopa cannot bomb to the left here, so going to have to use one of her keys. And a lot of pancakes here, a lot of the likes. So Rick in level 5 and has a bunch more of these gorillas to take care of. Currently has no bombs. They are in the health dropping group. Well, there's a fairy. Oh, good grab. Paratroopa gonna go for the bomb strap, but it's a triple segmented Dig Dogger. Gonna put that red candle to work. And gets caught before she can escape to despawn it. Ouch.
oof, that one's gonna hurt a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. That is a rough death to take. 'Cause I know what she was trying to do and just could not make it to the door in time to despawn that thing. Back to start she goes. Ouch. Meanwhile, more Pole's voices here in level 5 for Rick. And Paratroopa will grab the Triforce out of 7. She now has 3.
Yep. And I can't blame her. I mean, after a death like that, you just want to tap out of this 7.
If level 7 has the bow, I mean, that's going to be about. But Paratroopa's going to go back in.
Oh, wand in 5. This is big for Rick.
Yeah, and that's going to be a nice combat upgrade there for Rick. Absolutely. But that does narrow our options, and 8 seems like it's likely going to have our bow. It's going to be 7 or 8 here. We're going to find out potentially.
Oh, and Para's back in 7.
Yeah, she went back.
I'm a little surprised.
I'm kind of not that surprised. She's looking for items here. By the way, we were 1 room away. That's a one-off, I believe. That's going to be the one-off.
think you're right. And
Oh no, she
no.
took it already. Okay, the rooms are blending in very nicely. Rick unfortunately took a death in level 5 and got sent back to start. By the way, we were one room away from the Zelda randomizer meme of 33 rooms of pure torture, because you know, when we've done Zelda randomizer and we've used vanilla maps, level 7 was the one everybody would dread.
I mean, with good reason.
Oh, definitely. At this time, Paratroopa decides not to get too greedy here. Took 2 of the segments, despawns, and gets a key for her efforts.
Not bad. And Rick's just looking for the oh, goodness.
Wow, what a shot. That wand, that was a snipe job on that Wallmaster if I've ever seen one.
Absolutely. Making use of that wonky hitbox.
All right, so Rick takes care of the room, but that is a red herring. It does not push. All right, so Rick is trying to find the item here in level 5, or rather the Triforce, I beg your pardon. Already does have the item out of level 5. That was the wand.
I mean, it's gonna make taking down these poles voice a lot faster, but Rick is aggressive here.
And maybe a little too aggressive. All right, does to get it taken down. And more poles voices here. Right now, Rick is just scouring these rooms, trying to find a Triforce or a compass.
Absolutely, and finding the bow is starting to become more and more of a priority as we go here.
Oh, definitely. Whoever finds the bow first could very well be your winner, potentially. But, of course, Paratroopa does still have some ground she's going to have to make up. She is a Triforce behind. There's the compass, a big find there. And Rick only has to go a couple of rooms to the north to get to that Triforce. And hi, the Dongo. Bye, the Dongo. And there is the Triforce. He's going to check to see if the heart is here, but that is the transport staircase. Forget it. Grab it. Leave.
Yep. That's 5 on the board for adirondackrick. Pick up in 5.
Yep, so right now, Paratroopa is still in level 7, trying to find the item here. Again, bow is the key item that we are looking for. We do not know where that bow is. We also do not know where the red ring is. It's in 9. And we don't know where the white sword is. It's a 9. That's just my guess. I don't know. I obviously don't know if they're in 9 or not, but those are my guess. I'm going to go for all of the upgrades in 9. Give me the red ring and white sword in 9, both.
Meanwhile, Rick going for level 8 right now.
Yep, and this would be the play in my opinion. You have 2 chances to find the bow here. This would be the play I'd make.
I'm definitely not arguing with it, and just a bunch of keys guarding what might be an item.
Let's see if it does guard an item. Nope.
Nope.
You knew it was going to be the transport. Come on. It's not going to be that easy.
Yeah, the game tends to be that way. And there's a completely useless compass, and Pyro might have found something here.
Let's take a look here. She's found the heart container. Well, that's part of the puzzle piece, but she still needs to find the item out of this level 7. It's going to be on the floor. And what if it was in that single room? Oh, let it happen. Let it happen.
Item in 8, another heart container.
Well, we don't know if that's the heart container in the shuffle or if that's the floor heart container. We won't know until we find the other 2 items. But in his mind, Rick's probably got to assume it's the floor.
Yep, and that's why you left one Guerrilla, or actually, well, what was that for Para? Oh, was that the bow in 7?
Aquamentus was guarding it. Paratroopa, she's got the bow. She is now in Triforce and Go mode.
And it was in 7. This is terrible for Rick.
Oh, this is the old term that we love to say in the Zelda randomizer circuit. That's sabermetrics for you. 7 had the goods.
Dear.
So right now, Paratroopa is in a powerful position. She can start to turn on the afterburners and catch up here.
There's the compass for level 8. And not too far from the Triforce. Rick may be advantage to just grab the Triforce and run.
Right. I mean, he doesn't know it. But this is not where he's going to find the bow. Obviously, he does not know it. And if he does continue to explore, you can't fault him for this decision. He knows
Absolutely
what dungeons
not.
are still on the board.
4, 6, and 8. And Rick knows the bow can't be in 9. So
4, well, both runners have the red candle. It's not 4, in his mind.
I mean, he knows it's not 4.
So Gleok returns with the heart container. Aha! So that could have been the shuffle heart container. So there is a second heart container in level 8. So we can safely mark that level 8 has a heart container. So there you go.
Right. Item in 5, that is the floor heart, as we know.
So Rick has grabbed 1 heart. There is going to be a second heart here somewhere in level 8. And hey, it's the H-Mote room that you normally see in 2Q6.
Rick trying the ladder clip. Nope.
Doesn't
Absolutely
bomb.
nothing there.
Nice. Nope. Now he's going to have to do this clip if he wants to get there. Now, of course, you're not required ever to perform crazy stunts in order to defeat seeds here. That will make it easier, but they are never required. So no block clips. You don't have to do block clips. You don't have to do screen scrolls or anything like that to beat a seed. It does help, but it's never required.
Another problem for Rick. He's out of bombs now.
Yeah, that's going to be another problem if he has to play Hyrule's favorite game show of Find the Bomb Hole here. And, well, problem solved.
I think that's the 3rd time Rick gets bailed out with 0 bombs and gets a bomb pack in like the very next room.
Definitely. So Rick will continue to head north, and we got ourselves a 2-headed Gleok.
Not too bad. Rick should be able to handle this no problem.
Yep, and get some more bombs. Nice.
Why not, right?
Yep, so now Rick, decision time, now going to go to the left shutter door. Meanwhile, Paratroopa just trying to find some Triforces here. Putting those silver arrows to work here with her brand new bow. And more bombs! Holy smokes.
My goodness.
I think Rick will want to try to save those bombs if possible, but he's just trying to get out of here. He wants to get the exploration done. Certainly can't fault him. Time is of the essence. He doesn't know it, but Paratroopa is slowly breathing down his neck.
Indeed. And she doesn't know it, but she's 1 room away from the Triforce.
She does know it because she's got the compass.
Oh, yeah. There we go. There it is. And is this Rick in the Triforce room an 8?
It is. So Rick has the Triforce, so that is 6. He is 1 away from being eligible to go into level 9, but still going to have to go back to level 7 to find that bow. What is Rick's decision? He is done with 8 for now. Where will he go?
That's a good question. This is 8.
Yeah, he just went back to... Oh, he's going backwards to 7?
No, this is 5, 3?
That can't be... Well, I don't know why he would be going to 3 when he already has the item out of 3. Oh, he's going to 4. Why is he going to... Oh, Triforce.
He wants a Triforce. He wants a Triforce and get to 7.
That makes the most sense. 4 is the quicker one of the 2 dungeons. I would do the same thing as well, because you're going to have to go there anyway. Meanwhile, Paratroopa has found level 9, and she will find out she needs 7 out of the 8 Tringles to go into level 9. So she needs 3 more, and she'll be on her way.
And at this point, you pretty much have to go 2, 4, 6.
Yeah, 2 or 4 definitely. I mean, she can choose between 6 and 8, but probably 6 since she's done more exploration on that than anything. There's the compass. Good find.
Compass, but it is in pretty much the middle of nowhere because it's in that line.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find that transport staircase that will take him there.
It's right here. Maybe.
Yeah, I think this was the one, if I remember correctly. Yeah. 2 rooms to the left, and he'll have his Triforce.
But he's also at half a heart. He needs to be real careful here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Are you
and the
kidding me?
Zol gets up.
Wow, that's an embarrassing death. Oh, he can't be happy about that, Phoenix.
No. But then again, it's not much time to get back there.
That may be so, but every second counts. And there's the magical sword, and 12 hearts is enough for Paratroopa.
Oh my goodness. Look out. Para is going to be motoring.
Oh, she is turning on the afterburners right now. Time is running out for Rick. He has got to go to 7. He doesn't know it, but he's got to go to 7, and he has got to find it fast. Again, it was guarded by the Aquamentus in level 7, so he needs to find that room. Paratrooper going back to level 2 again. That's a smart decision. Short dungeon. She'll be able to get that Triforce pretty easily.
Rick letting go of the key with any key in hand, no problem. He is, yeah. You can see it in his play right now. Rick feels behind, and he kind of is. But that is 7 Triforces.
Yep, I mean, it's still anybody's game, but yeah, Paratroopa has the edge because she's got everything she needs to complete this seed, and Paratroopa is going to go after this Dig Dogger here, and with the magical sword, it'll go down pretty quickly. It did take 3 hits because, again, the segments did roll up to 9 HP. Now it's decision time for Rick. Where is he going to go?
I'm not entirely sure.
That's not the right answer. I can tell you that much. Rick has unfortunately forgotten the order that he was currently in. Let's take a look. Well, now where is he going? That's 7?
I think.
It is.
And this is the call.
Wow. Rick guesses correctly. So it's just a matter of when will he find the room that's going to have his bow. So he's made the decision correctly. So now Paratroopa back on the clock.
Potentially. Do not forget that magical sword.
That's huge. It's huge.
Yeah. But then again, we haven't confirmed it's 12. Rick may be able to get it at 10.
Oh, absolutely. Now, we are down to 1 item in 8 and 2 items in 9. So we have the magical boomerang, red ring, and white sword. I'm still calling it red ring and white sword in 9. I don't think we're ever going to find out, but that's my call.
All right. So where was the Aquamentus room that Rick is looking for?
Somewhere in the middle of that level 7, I want to say, but I am totally not sure about that. I know a lot of people in chat will go back and find out. As Paratroopa now making their way back to level 4. Now, she does not know where the Triforce is. She has to go to that 6-room segment to get this Triforce piece.
She doesn't have the map, though.
No.
This is going to be, I want to say, the transport, and it is. And I think this is one of the transport that got Para very close to the Aquamentus in question.
Correct. But I still don't remember which room it was. Nice shot. Another strike. We're seeing nothing but strikes here on these manhandlers.
Oof. And the wonky wand hitbox strikes again.
Yep, it sure does. And we're getting an indication that it was under the D, so it looks like Rick, unfortunately, heading in the wrong direction. So it's going to buy Paratroopa some time here, Phoenix.
Yep, but how much time? Because once Rick finds the bow, it's off to 9.
All right, Rick, going to do the smart thing. You take down one segment, go back, and see what it leaves behind, rather than risk death. Just a key, doesn't need it.
Nope.
Paratroopa, of course, also did get their magical key in level 2 as well, so they both have the key. And there's the compass, so now Paratroopa knows exactly where she needs to go.
Absolutely right. No Aquamentus in sight for Rick yet.
Yeah, he's in the wrong direction. I mean, he doesn't know, but he's in the wrong direction.
I mean, these rooms don't take much time to clear.
Yeah, luckily, it's not the difficult enemy set. I mean, it's disgusting that the Stalfos rolled up, but it could be worse. So Paratroopa now needs to take the staircase, go 2 rooms to the left, and she'll be 1 Triforce piece away from being eligible to go into level 9, and she'll be in go mode. Well, Rick is going to do it, but that's not it. That bomb goes nowhere.
And 1 bomb left.
This could get nasty if Rick guesses wrong and he bails.
Yeah, if he bails from this 9, Para's in the driver's seat.
7, but I know exactly what you're talking
yeah,
about.
Numbers.
No problem. All right, this Stig Dogger should not be a problem for Rick.
Triforce 4 for Para. She's up to 6.
Oh, this is a close race here.
It really is.
Where does he go? He's good. Now, if he goes to that lock, this is the room.
This is it.
There it is. Rick has his bow, and he keeps his lead, so he'll be going to level 9 first. It's still anybody's game, because here's the big factor. It's the weapon. Neither player has any jewelry, so they're going to be dealing full damage in level 9. If it's the Wizrobe set, game on.
Oh,
anybody's game.
Never mind the fact that we've got one has magical sword and the other doesn't. Oh, that's a big bomb pack.
Oh, absolutely.
6.
That's another advantage, by the way, she has over Rick, is the bombs.
Yeah, she did get a bomb upgrade. Rick didn't?
In level 7, yeah, Rick did not get the bomb upgrade in 7. I don't think he ever went that direction. I don't think he ever saw it. I could be wrong.
Oh, Rick wants that fairy.
Boomerang, bro.
Yep.
He's got it.
Still get it. All right. No compass for Para in this level 6, but I don't think she cares. She's got max. She is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, bags, silver arrows, and here comes Rick. 58 minutes and 44 seconds in, the first to level 9. So he's going to be looking for 2 things. He's going to be listening for the roar. If he hears that roar, then Zelda is going to be adjacent 1 room in any cardinal direction. And of course, he's going to be looking for a room that has a single shutter door. If he clears that room and it doesn't open, then he knows that's where Ganon is. Again, because he's playing as the Gorilla, he is rescuing Ganon, trying to defeat Princess Zelda.
Absolutely right. Another manhandler, but that's not what he's looking for right now.
No, it is not. He is just looking for the 2 pieces of the puzzle here. So, close game here between these 2. It depends on how quickly Paratroopa can find this Triforce here out of level 6. And it is a Wizrobe set.
Wizrobe set. That is trouble for boat runners.
It's bigger trouble, though, for Rick, because he's going to have to use bombs to take him down rather than his sword.
Yep. The less required rooms with Wizrobes there are, the better it is for him.
Yeah, if there's a lot of Wizrobe rooms, or if there are required Wizrobe rooms, huge advantage for Paratroopa.
100% agree with you there.
That's why it's still anybody's game. That's why we call level 9 the great equalizer. You see the differences of these 2 runners right here, and that very well could be a factor. Not just the combat situation, but the bomb situation as well, Phoenix.
Rick's still with 5 bombs in decent shape. Never mind, another bomb pack.
Yep, and yes, we are guaranteed to see at least one. I mean, yeah, he will not know about the hints. That's another disadvantage Rick has. He will not have the book, so that's a third advantage that Paratroopa has, is that when she sees those rooms, she'll know one of the 4 possible hints. Where Ganon is, where Zelda is, what's guarding the compass, and where the silvers, which of course is the most useless hint for both runners.
Absolutely, because you've got the silvers in hand.
So Rick just listening for the roar. Uh-oh, hey there, Danger
Mola.
Noodles. Yes, the land molas.
Still no roar. Rick's gonna throw himself down a staircase, finds a transport, not what he wants.
Best case scenario is he finds the red ring. If he finds the red ring, then he could neutralize some of the advantage that Paratroopa currently has.
And I think that's why he's looking at the push blocks.
And yes, that is another point, is that Mugger rooms could replace those old men hints, and there are still as many as 2 Muggers potentially in play. Rick wants to see Muggers because that takes away any hints for Paratroopa.
Not that he knows it.
No. All right, that's another push block for Rick.
Third consecutive one and third consecutive transport.
I got a feeling 2 of those connect. There are 6 sets.
Right.
There are 6 sets of transport staircases, and Rick wants no part of that room. I certainly can't fault him. Get out of there. Paratroopa's got a Goma to deal with. We'll need a couple of silver arrows to take it down. Unfortunately, misses.
Ganon found for Rick.
All right, so he has heard the roar.
No, Ganon as in the
his Ganon. So he has found the single shutter door that has stayed closed. So, wow, there you go. So now is looking for the roar. Ah, gotcha.
So this is an advantage for Rick.
Oh yeah, time is definitely running out, and Paratroopa still has not found the Triforce. And bad news, he is shuttered in with this manhandler and is not going to waste the bombs.
Silvers.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Unfortunately, when it's down to that last pedal, nice shot there. When it's down to that last pedal, it goes really, really fast. Took a few shots, but Rick still has plenty of health left.
Para in trouble. She just picked up a heart. She's at 1.5. Decent condition.
I don't think Rick has a potion because he never found the letter. And we've never found potion prices either. Paratroopa has never displayed that. And Rick will take a transport staircase.
Yeah, let's see if it is connected. I want to say it is.
I want to say it is too, that we've already seen this room.
Six has taken a lot of Para's time, though. Rick has been able to do a lot of dungeon exploration here in this 9.
And the longer this takes, again, all Rick needs to do is find Ganon. But here's another problem. Rick is only on Wood Sword. It's going to require 15 hits to take down Ganon. And a high roll driver, or in his case, the Zelda Hug, it is going to cost him the full 4 hearts.
Absolutely right.
No potion. And if she's in, say, a Chevy room or some kind of moat room.
Oh, that would be brutal.
That would be a major problem for him.
89 rupees means Rick can somewhat blunt Para's advantage with mags, for the time being at least.
Yeah, the magical sword will still help Paratroopa as Paratroopa finally finds that Triforce. So the advantage is going to be about 6, maybe 7 minutes, depending if Paratroopa wants to stock up on things.
Oh, wow, double bomb holes.
Yep, and finds the good one. And there's your potion prices. Yeah, gonna go ahead and purchase it. And even though it's just better to buy 2 Pepsis price-wise, time is of the essence. You've got the money, you buy that Coke.
Roar!
Oh boy, I have to go with it. No. I see. Rick was checking to see if there was an item there. Definitely the right call, but yeah, he's got to find where that roars. And there's your map for level 9. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Zelda. Oh, in her own room.
Vanilla room.
Wow.
This is advantage Rick. He has been able to.
Yeah, this is fine. This is a perfect room. It's just a matter of getting the stun lock in play. There's 2, 3, 4. Oh, missed the timing. 4. Oh, this is problematic. 5. Oh,
nope,
but it's
still not.
Matthew McConaughey is in the house because it's all right.
I was wondering if you were going to bring that one out.
You knew it. Oh, there's the Zelda hug. Oh, the nice and warm hug down to 1 heart. Needs the stun lock. Oh,
doesn't get it.
This has been a problem.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he got it.
What a clutch finish there. Down goes Zelda. He's got the Triforce of Wisdom, and Rick, barring something catastrophic, is going to win this race. Wow, what a clutch fight.
Para found the compass. This is still not over.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean,
oh my goodness. That got Rick's at the doorway.
Yep, there it is. There's the door opening. And get your GGs out for Adirondack Rick. We've got Ganon in the slot machine room, triple bars, big win for Rick. Congratulations. Boy, what a race, Phoenix.
Absolutely. Adirondack Rick final race time.gg time of 1 hour, 6 minutes, 5 seconds.
That's a very respectable time under that flag set.
Absolutely. Rick improves to 1-1.
And we have Adirondack Rick here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, congratulations. A close game between you and Paratroopa. As Paratroopa, you had about a 6-minute advantage on level 9 compared to Paratroopa, and it had to do with finding that bow. She did find the bow first, but you had the Triforce advantage, and level 6, unfortunately for her, ate up a lot of time. And level 9, you did it. All you had was wood sword, no jewelry, and you pulled it off. You had some very clutch fights tonight, Rick.
Yeah, a couple of spots where it was like a little iffy on the combat, and that's the whole reason why I left 6 when I did, because I sunk enough time into it, and I realized that I was taking way too many deaths or just way too many bops, and it was just like, I cannot be yielding this much time when, number one, I don't know if this is going to be required, and number two, I don't know if there's going to be any sort of item in here that I'm going to need. Level 9 still being withstanding, I kind of want to get an idea for what my end goal is, which is part of the reason why you saw me delay going into 5 and 8.
Yep, and we still haven't found any items here in level 9. It's been nothing but transport staircases at this point. We have 3 items left at large. It's the 2 key items that you want to have for level 9, the red ring and the white sword, and the magical boomerang. Those are your 3 items in play. Now, you didn't know this, but we knew off of a hint from Paratroopa that the spare heart container was in 8, so there were 2 hearts in 8.
Okay, so that... Yeah, I was starting to get really tired of my level 8 exploration, so I'm like... and the same thing applied there. It's like, I'm putting too much time and effort into this. I still have to go through and get Triforce out of 4, and I think at that point in time, I still maybe...
I gotta stop you for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon, and Paratroopa does have a potion in hand, but she's going to use it right away. You can't fault her for that because a Hyrule driver will cost her 4 hearts. With the magical sword, you only need 4 hits. Magical sword, by the way. Oh, 2 Hyrule drivers!
I think you have to use that other potion charge.
You had to use 2 Hyrule drivers to get the magical sword?
Yes, you had to use 2 Hyrule drivers to get the magical sword. No, she took 2 Hyrule drivers.
If I knew that, I would have taken more hugs from Ganon.
More hugs from Zelda, you mean? But I get what you're saying there. No, I will.
Where was the magical sword?
The magical sword was on the push block next to the fairy fountain, the vanilla push block there next to the fairy fountain. And 12 was enough. We don't know if it was 10, 11, or 12 though, but 12 was enough at least.
Okay, so it's the that push block next to what became level 3 there, that desert shop. Okay.
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah, I had nothing that pulled me over in that direction, especially once I found level 9 being my last dungeon found.
So Paratroopa is definitely going to gain some time on you. This level 9 it could have been a great equalizer situation, that is for sure, because, well, you saw it. She had about a 6-minute deficit, and depending on how long this takes to get the ladder scroll here, which is easier said than done, it's going to be about, well, she's going to try to find a workaround here. Or no, she's going to try from the other side. Okay. I thought she had it, she just missed it. There it is. Get your GGs out for Paratroopa. So yeah, she's going to gain about 2 minutes and some change here in level 9, but not enough.
There it is, your final time for Paratroopa. 1 hour, 10 minutes, 10 seconds.
The difference, 4:05.
That's correct.
Oh, okay, so the book was in 6 then.
That book was in 6. She did not purchase hints though, so we didn't get any clues on the bow or anything like that.
Was the bow okay? It was the floor drop. Never mind.
It was, yes. I didn't even see it. The people in chat saw it. None of us saw it. It was camouflaged, or it might have been on their feet or whatever. But yeah, the book was in 6. But yeah, we never saw any of the hints be purchased, so we'll never know what was in 9 or anything like that. But in any event, a great performance for both. Paratroopa gaining about 2 minutes and change, just not enough to make the comeback here tonight. But Rick, the other question some people had here is that your decision on whether you're 6, 7, or 8, and you chose level 7, which ended up being the correct pick for you. What made you choose 7?
I still had 2 items outstanding in 8. I had 1 item outstanding in 7, so that's 3 items within a 3 square spot. So it felt like that was the better play between that and going to level 6.
So if 7 didn't have the bow, you probably would have went to 8 then.
Yeah, well, would have gone back to 8 to find out that it was a double-hearted 8.
Yep, so there you go. But didn't matter. You made the correct decision, and that ended up winning you this race, because if you made the wrong choice, Paratroopa probably would have ended up winning this race. And we do have Paratroopa here in the commentators booth with us. GG, a fine performance. You tried to make a comeback there. You were the first to find the bow. You were the only one to get the magical sword, and you were the only one to purchase a bomb upgrade. But unfortunately, it was just too little, too late.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a comeback. I thought I was in the lead. I don't know what I would have done differently. I thought I was on the winning track. I was surprised to lose.
Yeah, Rick had a big advantage on the Triforce front than you. I mean, his combat was pretty solid.
According to what they were saying, you digging out 6, I found 6 relatively early, and I just decided I'm spending way too much time in here. I have to spend my time elsewhere and make the game force me back to 6. And when 7 had the bow, I had no reason to go back to 6.
I don't think she ever found 8. Did you ever find 8 there, Paratroopa?
No, I know where it is. It's one of the 2 spots in the grave that I don't have.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the bomb spot.
I got the hint that was a heart container, so I didn't go there.
Yeah, that was one hint she did get. Yeah,
I never got the book, so I would have. Chose me to go back to 7 as they were asking me just before you got here. I didn't get the item in 7. I had seen 1 heart in 8, so I had 2 items outstanding in 8. So those 2 being right next to each other was what made me choose that. Because otherwise, I would have probably gone back to 6.
Yeah, I had no reason to believe that 8 was a worthy dig just because I had found 7 dungeons and I explored most of 6.
And knowing that it had a heart container meant that you are digging for essentially 1 item in what is a very big dungeon.
I was functionally in go mode anyway because I had the bow and silver, so I didn't really need to look in 8 anyway. But that extra hint that was a heart container really pushed me away from 8. I'm like, it's better for me to just get the Triforce in. I still have the Triforces in 2, 4, and 6. I just went back to those and got those instead. And 6, unfortunately, was a little bit of a long dig. It wasn't a very difficult dungeon, but it was segmented in a way that made it awkward to explore. And I went the wrong way, unfortunately.
Yep. And that
makes me think about something else that was extraordinary about this seed. All the segmented dungeons.
Yep. 1 was segmented, 2 was segmented, 3 was segmented, 4 was segmented, 7 was segmented. We don't know about 5 or 8. We never saw the maps on either.
Blue Ring Shop was in a vanilla location. That was also kind of interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was relatively cheap, but I only had seen 1 big secret.
Yep. We only saw 2 on Paratroopa's side, so one of them might have been raft blocked.
Yeah, I didn't explore all Death Mountain or even all there's a lot of stuff I didn't explore in the seed actually.
Yeah, Rick, I think you did though. You explored Death Mountain. We didn't find a large secret. So I have every right to believe that one of the large secrets was raft blocked.
Yeah, northwest corner I did get to. That was my exploration after doing level 7 and 8 the first go around, I think, or no, just finding level 8 and then just looped around that, got to 5, then found level 9 as my last, and then found out that the goal was 7 Triforces.
Where was the white sword item?
It was second row down, third one in on Death Mountain, next to where one of the warps took you out.
Yeah, just right next to it. I never got that area at all. I never did West Death Mountain.
Yep.
So I don't know what it was.
It was the raft. Raft was a raft.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know where Red Ring or Wand is. I had a hard time finding useful items in this seed.
Wand was the floor drop in 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't find it. Yeah, I don't know where I lost. I had a couple of deaths that did lose some time, but other than that, I feel like I don't think I would have done anything differently in this seed. So that's kind of a
you and I are known for having close races between last year and this year.
Yeah,
like I said in the race room, the good thing about this year is that it's not a winner moves on, loser gets demoted type of race.
Yeah.
I have confidence that you'll bounce back from this and you'll go on a tear as far as winning streaks will be concerned. Because you do have a lot of skill.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know what I should have done differently in this seed. It just didn't break my way for some reason. I really thought once I got the bow, I felt like I got the bow, not early, but like I felt like I got it first, which is
you
correct.
did get it first. Yep.
And then I got the magic sword. I thought I should have a winning track on this seed.
We talked about it that we thought it could come into play, and it sure enough it ended up being a Wizrobe dungeon. And yep, you were about 6 minutes and change behind Rick, and unfortunately you only gained 2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I must have just lost too much time dying in the overworld.
Yeah, that hurt you a lot. You had some pretty bad deaths, unfortunately. Level 6, obviously that one hurt you too.
Level 6 ended up being a bust. I guess level 8 wasn't that bad then. Like it was fast.
It was, I believe it was the Guerrilla set in 8. I know there were Staphos in there.
That was the other thing, is that I hadn't seen that many wizard dungeons, so I assumed 8 would be a wizard dungeon, and it wasn't, I guess. So yeah,
what was it? 1, I think.
Like
1 and 9, I think, were the wizards for sure.
1 and 9, yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember 1 being a wizard dungeon.
It just had the one room with the wizrobes in it.
Wow.
That's the reason why. Just the one room. It didn't feel like it, but there you go.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not going to 8. Like, it's wizrobes, there's no items, and I have all the other dungeons I need, so there's no reason to. But yeah, I guess 6. I also lost some time in 4 because there was a bomb that you had to take to the left.
I spent so long in that level 4 too, and because I full cleared the bottom section. Like, the Triforce has to be down here. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I guess I didn't bomb left after getting out that one transport staircase.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, it was sort of hard to get into any dungeons early on. I think I did 3 first.
My first dungeon was 7, but obviously, as we all know, I had to go back to 7.
Right, I had trouble finding keys for a while. I found some keys. I think I found some keys in 5 and 7. That's what kind of got me into 1.
What was it, 1 or 4 that made me lose all my keys? I had 3 going on. No, it was 1.
I had all my keys in 1, but fortunately got the items there. Made the right choice there. Yeah, other than that, just pretty close race overall.
Yeah, GG's to you. Good luck in the upcoming 4 weeks.
Yeah, thanks, you too.
Thank you.
So with that, I believe it's time we ask Rick, Para, any further comments on this seed or in the tournament?
I would have some thoughts about this seed, but they were rather segmented.
I got nothing. This is a pretty straightforward. So yeah, GG.
One other thing I wanted to say before we call it here. By the way, nice job on those manhandlers. I saw 3 bombs from you, 3 strikes. Impressive. All right, folks, please make sure you give both of our runners, Paratroopa1 and adirondackrick, a follow. They played very, very nicely tonight here, and we will see them again in week number 3. For now, that's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight. But before we go, we do have some races that will be coming up here. How about that, Phoenix? What we got?
What we got, next race on the docket is at 10 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming 2. Tracy M and Fury SK bring you a matchup between Mako71 and Caffey JD. Following that, at midnight, we've got a doubleheader. First up on Z1 Randomizer, Andy and Neo No Name bringing a matchup between Chrono JJ and Shaddy. And on SpeedGaming Prime, Brewers fan JP and Sean will bring you a matchup on SpeedGaming Prime between Eat My Steel and Jay Coper. And before we go, special thanks to Malkier for doing the tracking, because without them, I say it all the time, but we're just lost at sea without them.
Absolutely. And of course, as always, thank you very much, Moonrise and Phoenix, for providing commentary with me tonight. As always, a pleasure working with you.
Absolute honor working with you, LOZ. And that will pretty much do it. LOZ, all yours.
All right. Thank you very much. And for everybody here on Speed Gaming 2, for our runners, Paratroopa and adirondackrick, for our tracker, Malkier, and for my commentator partner, Moonrise and Phoenix, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great rest of your evening. We will see you again later on tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern for Mako71 and Caffey JD right here on Speed Gaming 2. Good night, everyone.